Good afternoon, everyone. Nana here with Teach Me Nana. We're getting one day closer to Christmas and Thanksgiving. So this is really great doing this today because it's all about the Christmas cards and the October paper pumpkin kit. So today we're going to sit here and make our second alternative, and it's mostly going to be used from leftovers from last week. So you'll see that as we go down the hands and we take care of this is Peaceful Christmas, and it's beautiful paper. So if you missed out, don't forget to sign up then for on November the 10th for the November paper pumpkin because it's just as cute and looks very nice as well too. So with that, let's go down to the hands. And if you're out there, say hello, please. Thank you. All right, so this is the kit we had, and this is what we have coming up. So if you want this, you need to do this by November the 10th. Right here's the deadline, November the 10th. And we will be doing it live the Sunday of Thanksgiving, Zoe and Nana. So be sure to put that on your calendar. It's all about family and doing things together, and that's what we're going to be doing. So with that, let me just show you what we got going today. This is what we're going to be making today. And I did have to, you could do this with scissors, but I'm going to actually do this with my cutting board because actually we're going to take the envelope and we're going to cut it down. And we're actually just going to slice it on the sides here just enough so that we get the edge of the paper off because we're going to make a card out of this. And as you can just see, that's a very cute little card. And all I've done is just taken a smidgen, is what I call it, off the edge here. So that when you see, when I go to open it up, this is what I have. Alright, so then when I do this, the width of this is going to be, if we use this right here, it's going to be shy of 6 inches. So the width of our card isn't going to be 3 inches, but we're going to do the height of our card 3 inches. So all I do at this point then is let's see if you can see it up there. Yeah, you can see it there, but you can see it down here. All I'm going to do is cut this right along the score line here that's already been scored for the envelope. I'm just going to cut that off because I don't really need that. But I am going to save this because we will create something from this, all right? So don't throw your leftover scraps away. And from here then, I'm just going to come 3 inches. So I have 3 inches in height because I have the envelope, so I can put 3-inch cards in. And again, save it because we can use this plaid right here. All right? So with this then, as you can see, let's see what we can see. Which makes it easier for you. As you can see, it's not quite 6 inches because 6 inches is going to be this gray mark right here. If I pick this up right here, right now, move this out of the way, I could show you right down the dog bed. Alright, so I can show you right here. This is going to be shy of 6 inches. This is right at 5.5. That's okay. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in half because it just makes a very beautiful card. Fold it in half. I just crease it like this, and I have the size of my card. So like you can see, it's not quite 3 inches, so it's like 2 3/4, and then it's going to be the height of 3 inches. So from here, this is just a leftover scrap from last time. So last time we actually had this piece of right here that was in our kit, and we punched this out, and I cut it and just used part of it last time. I used part of this brown, wood-looking grain last time. But when I cut it, this is what was left out. So see? So I'm going to use this piece of scrap, and you'll see how we're going to do this. I'm going to first put this right up here, and see, this is a little bit larger than I had wanted to use last time. If you can see when I used on my example, it's about half that. So I'm just going to cut off a little smidgen of it. A smidgen. I'm into a smidgen today. Whoop, whoop. We're getting ready for our, tomorrow is our, I'll do it down here so you can see better. Tomorrow is our arts and crafts show. So you didn't see a lot of cards in the background here. Let me get something that's real tiny. What I use for something like this is tiny. I get some Post-it notes to hold it down for me. So we've been busy getting ready for arts and crafts. That's where you see you don't see any cards because we're taking all our cards to the arts and crafts show. So I'm just cutting this off a smidgen. Can I use what's left over? Yes, if I want to. We'll see what's left. This is just that's the score. This is the one I cut. So and see, I cut it in half practically, almost. So I'll set that aside. I may or may not have a use of that later. And then now, I just need this to be a little bit smaller than this here. Let's see if that's going to be too small. All I can do is measure it. Now see, I might, look there. I did that too small. I should have left a smidgen on there. Alright, so what does that mean? It means I get to do it again. So, let's just do it again. But that is about the right size. If you look at this, it's about the right size that I stamped it on. Let's see what this other piece looks like. Alright, tell you what, let's stamp this piece and see what it looks like, and then I'll put that on. This is just too small. And actually, let me use this one because this was heavier. And I really like this because this was heavier. And you know what I may do? I may just leave that. If I left the green on there, you're not really going to see it. So let me take this down again. Because that's all I did is I just set up there to use this because this is a nice little bit heavy. I'll put that scrap to the side. And I'm just going to come over here. I have to have enough space to stamp, right? Okay, so let me at least stamp it, and then I'll cut the remainder off. I have a tag also for the inside that will stamp. We'll just go ahead and get our stamping out of the way right now. If you're out there, please say hello. Replays, even if you come back and replay, it's always nice. Because Facebook is always looking. Facebook and YouTube, they're always looking to see, people are responding and so forth and all. It helps us out. So if you're out there, please say hello. Please put something out there that we can respond to you. Alright, now I'm going to just do this on here. On the inside of this one, I had done Merry Christmas. On the inside of this one, I'm going to do Peaceful. And I should clean off my stamp, and I don't have my wet rag. I got a rag, but it's not wet. I need it wet. Alright, it's okay. We'll get them cleaned as soon as we get through. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this. These are just very nice stamps. Look how nice and delicate that does that. Very nice. Alright, so I'll set those aside. So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And in that way, I'll cut my other piece of paper to the side. How about that? I'll do something a little reverse today. Which is okay. It's all about creating. It's all about having fun when you create. I'm just going to trim it off. It might be just easier to trim this off right here with my hands for this. So it's whatever your preference is. Whatever you find easiest. Some days, some things are easier than others. Other days, it seems like I make rocket science out of things. But you know what? The holidays are here. We finally got cooler weather here. And I'm telling you, it just gets you ready for Christmas, Thanksgiving. I should say Thanksgiving because it comes first. We just had a bunch of trick-or-treaters, 133 trick-or-treaters. Alright, so now... So see, all of it gets you excited, get you ready. You always sort of like when it's cold outside and fall is coming. So it's sort of like Thanksgiving and Halloween. From Halloween you move to Thanksgiving and so forth and so on. Now here's another option I didn't do, but I could do. So here I did this straight across. But I could, and I have done this on other cards before, where I just put it just like that there. One's just over the other. And I'm going to do that just so you can see that look. I can come back and create another card because we have ample time. Let's go ahead and do it this way though, so I can show you how it's going to look. My tape there. Okay. So I'm just going to run some tape over this here. Okay, and I'm actually, that one I did not pop. This one I most probably will because I can. And I'm just putting it just sort of a little bit above both. Let's see if I can get that done. It's tiny. But I can just, because I haven't really pressed it, mushed it down, and made it stick forever and ever and ever to make it difficult. But see there. All right, now there, I'll do that there to get it smooth out. See, this really doesn't take that long. Okay, and then I can come up here and put it right there. Looky there, I'll go right across. Alright, so I am going to put this up on dimensionals because I can. You can put, you know, in your small 3x3 cards, you can easily put it up on dimensionals, which makes it sort of nice. Let's see if this is too big. If it's too big, then I'll take it off and do a smaller one. Nope, it'll work. Alright, so all I did was some simple stamping. I did some simple stamping on for the inside, which is nice because that means, guess what? You have a card. It's ready to put in an envelope, and we just need to. Now this does have some fuzzy edges, so if you want to get those fuzzy edges, I just take my regular fingernail across it. There we go. From our homes to you. And I put a little bling right there because we have bling in the kit. And I'm just going to put this flat on the inside. See right there? So we're going to put that in there. We already got our simple stamping done. Alright, and I like this too. I got plaids in here so the plaids can sit up there and be my guide for putting things on a straight line. Alright, so the only other thing I'm going to do in here is put me some bling because I can. And then we have our card completed. And this has got beautiful bling, so if you didn't get the kit, you can get refill kits, but they won't have the ink in it and it won't have the stamp set, but you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. So if you do not, so it doesn't matter if you're not a subscriber, all you gotta do is go out there and become a subscriber, and then you can get the kit. Actually, at this point it would be a refill kit unless they have any extra kits left over. But anyway, anyhow, it's very beautiful. And there we go, I just put some bling on there. And there we go, we have a completed card. So, how you like that? So here's the one I did as my sample. Here I added bling. And I sort of moved that around. I could add some bling over here too if I wanted to. I didn't originally. But I do like bling. I'm just going to put one on this one because I can. You know, it's all about what you can. Alright, so there we have it. There is our simple stamping. We just took the envelope and cut it and put a message on the inside, and you can come back and you can either just sort of run your finger across the fuzzy stuff here and get to go remove it, or if you want and it really bothers you that you can see a little bit of the white, then I would just take this right here and I would just ink the edges. Okay, so just do that and go and ink the edges with a little spot. Just makes it all blend in. Looky there. See, and you can just look around right here at the bottom. Just ink it, and it all, you see no fuzziness. The fuzziness is still there, it didn't go away, but it's just not as obvious if it bothers you. For me, it just gives me the warm flannel feeling at this time of the year, because I get to wear something today. Since we have cooler weather, we're actually in the 50s. Whoop, whoop. So there you go. Alright, so there we have simple stamping on Teach Me Nana, and there you go. Alright, so just a few reminders. Don't forget, if you want to order the next kit, which is, the deadline is November the 10th, you're going to get this beautiful kit right here, where you can make treat bags, but keep in mind, you can also take these and make them into cards. And that's what Nana's going to show you. I'm going to show you not only can you make treat bags, but I'm going to show you how you turn and make these into cards. Alright? So, order by November the 10th. Be sure to join us live on the 28th as we sit up there and create. So with that, let's go back up Nana wants to thank you for joining in today for Teach Me Nana. As you can see, we made a simple stamped card, all from the kit, and that's what always makes it so neat, is how do we go and create things, not only what the instructions have, but you can create other things from the kit without adding anything extra. All right? So, thank you for joining in. Be sure to say hi and like us on YouTube and Facebook and just share, and we'll just share the fun with everyone. Have a blessed and adventurous week, and we'll see you next Friday for Teach Me Nana. Bye.